Hello, my name is Taki Chan, and I'm your state representative for the 2nd Norfolk District. During my time in the House of Representatives, I have served on many legislative committees, from global warming to small business and community development. Currently, I'm the chair of the Joint Committee on Consumer Protection and Professional Licensure. I'm also a member of the Massachusetts Beaches Commission. In addition, I hold the honor of being the first Asian American to be appointed chair of a committee in the House of Representatives. Most importantly, it is my honor to serve as your voice in Beacon Hill, and I ask for your vote on November 5th so I can continue to represent our great city. During this legislative session, I have successfully worked with our members in the Quincy delegation to secure funding for our city's schools, programs, and services. Quincy is seeing the benefits of the Education Reform Act, receiving $46 million this year, an increase of $12 million from 2 years ago. I am proud that Massachusetts fully funds both school breakfast and lunch programs. No child should be without a nutritious meal at least twice a day. 3 school building projects in construction phase are being partially funded at the Massachusetts Building Authority, with grants totaling around $2.6 million. Funding and improvements for our local roads is a major priority. Today, Quincy receives $1.8 million in Chapter 90 funding for roads and bridge projects. I'm grateful that the decades-long C Street Safety Improvement Project is underway and that this $10 million project is completely funded by the state. Quincy also receives $250,000 from the MassDOT Share Street Space program to install sidewalks as well as bicycle lanes and associated pavement markings along Walter Hannon Parkway and Hancock Street. This year we passed a law to leverage interest generated from the $8.8 billion rainy day fund to receive maximum possible share of grants from the recent federal infrastructure laws. This gives the state a competitive advantage against other states in seeking additional federal funds. Beyond advocating for direct financial assistance to the city, I was able to secure direct funding for our community-based organizations, such as Germantown Neighborhood Center, Quincy Community Action Programs, and Quincy Asian Resources. They are critical partners in providing essential services to our residents. Supporting them is as important as supporting funding for our city programs. I advocate on Beacon Hill to address important issues that affect my constituents every day. I fully supported the new law expanding maternal health services, which requires insurers to provide coverage for postpartum depression screenings and establish a pathway for licensure for midwives. It also ends the mandated reporting of women who are pregnant and in a substance abuse program. The legislature has put an end to the practice of city and towns being able to force the sale of tax delinquent homeowners and keep the entire value of the sale. Now the city and town will only recover what is owed, and the homeowner will keep the remaining value. Increasing the Gold Star Family and Veterans Disability Annuity has been one of my top priorities for some time. After years of work, I was able to have it included in the HEROES Act. The annuity has not changed in decades, but over the course of the next 2 years, it will increase from $2,000 to $2,500. To help working families, for years I have tirelessly pushed to increase the child care tax credit. I was able to pass into law an increase in the tax credit, not just for child care, but also persons caring for dependent family members. The cap for the number of dependents for whom families can receive a credit has been removed. The tax credit is $310 per dependent in the tax year 2023 and will increase to 2024 to $440. The work is far from over. Looking ahead, I'm working to establish a mandatory reporting system to hold accountable those who abuse our senior citizens. This will be much like our child and disability abuse reporting, where non-medical professionals will be required to report abuse. I'm working to improve the enforcement of restraining orders as they pertain to hate crimes. Persons subject to hate crimes should not have to wait for 3 consecutive instances of an attack on their property until they can get a restraining order. They should be able to receive protection under the first attack. Further, I'm working on legislation that will ensure sex offender registration is up to speed with current technology. I strongly believe that people on sex offender registry must be required to register their online identities in addition to their home addresses. In today's digital world, we need to be ever vigilant in protecting people from new online threats. These are issues that impact us at home. From Howes Neck to Wallaston, from Germantown to West Quincy, I'm committed to the community I was born in, grew up in, and still live in. I'm honored that you have trusted me as your state representative for the last 14 years. I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th. Thank you.